classes. May the Lord give you strength and peace, with my warmest wishes to you, Vincent Nichols, Cardinal Archbishop of Westminster.
That's very special.
This is from St. William.
No. During Mass tonight, I had many thoughts, of course, all pious, but I didn't think of the kids outside. I thought of the ragazzi of Rome and Philippine, and then I thought perhaps Father Ronald would, as a penance, compel me to shave off half my beard, which I think was one of St. Philip's penances.
No, I can do all of it.
Well, all of it might be better. Anyway, this is the final one. Dear Father Ronald, on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee of your ordination to the priesthood, I send you my most sincere congratulations. I wish to place on record the great debt of gratitude that the Order of Malta owes you in your tireless work, particularly in Great Britain. You have been a major part of the life of our order for many years. In particular, you have fostered vocations to the first class. I'm sorry not to be with you at your celebration. May God bless you and support you in your continuing endeavours. Ad multos honors, Fra John Dunlap, Prince and Grand Master.
Oh. I knew him before. Now, I'm not going to preach again. However, I am going to say what a joy it is to be surrounded by people who are dear to me. In many ways, in talking of Grand Masters, it's very nice to have the Grand Master of the Order of Santo Stefano here, Sigmund Habsburg, whom I've known since he was, well, not quite, but the oratory has provided a much needed home for me, needed by me all my life, being an only child, which I didn't mind actually. In the end, I quite enjoyed it. Imagine if you had brothers and sisters you didn't get on with. But, and people say, weren't you lonely? Well, the answer is no. Because, first of all, having become a Catholic, it was a worldwide family, particularly in those days. And also, the knowledge that in being a Catholic, united with the communion of saints, of course, and also one's particular favorite saints. Now, we all have particular saints. I'm sure all of you do. Saint Cunegunda, Montagoldiga, and whatever. Well, I keep making new friends and saints. And that's because the church is forever young, too, in many ways. And I think Father Michael agrees, too. We've discovered this extraordinary young man, Carlo Attolico, who was very remarkable, died when he was 15, but had this extraordinary gift of love of the Blessed Sacrament and Our Lady. And I only came across him by accident, but then nothing happens by accident. And the fact that you're all here tonight is not by accident. And thank you for coming, and thank Julian for thinking of doing this. Tomorrow I sing the High Mass. It's one of the few occasions that the community has to be at something together. And of course they take it with the most wonderful grace. But anyway, and then it's one of the only times the provost says a few words. I'm a bit deaf at the moment, so there might be advantages. But thank you for coming. Keep praying, and also pray for vocations. Yeah, it's better. When I came, there were 16 fathers. 5 were over 80. Well, we're doing better than that now. But we do need new vocations. And so keep praying. It's sobering to think that before there's another 50th anniversary, the last priest, Father George, is just below me, and he's been ordained 27 years. So quite a long time yet before another 50th anniversary, even if someone came tomorrow. So we can't take anything for granted.
Bring back Ignatius.
It is sobering. However, all the men in my family died young. The ones that my father was 57, my grandfather was burnt to death in a hunting lodge. That wasn't his fault. Well, it might have been. But the women in my family lived a long time. My grandmother was born in 1876, and my aunt was born in 1898, and they brought me up, which explains a great deal. My aunt, sartorially, based her style on Queen Mary, and I've got photographs to prove it. She had what I call her Governor General's hat, lots of feathers, and I remember saying to my grandmother, I was allowed as a special treat to go and stay occasionally at weekends with her. And my Irish nanny disapproved, but I was allowed to sleep in her bedroom. There was what we called a trundle bed, which used to come out, and up it came. And we'd talk, and talk, and talk, and talk. And I realized I much preferred the world that she was talking about than the world as it was. We might say the same nowadays. But I did make a terrible mistake, because my grandmother was first generation English, and I said, "Oh, Nana, those covered wagons must have been really difficult." She said, "We did not go anywhere in covered wagons. And neither will you unless you start talking about me in a covered wagon." And we used to go out for picnics. Those were some picnics. They wore hats, gloves, and a very splendid hamper, which the poor Irish nanny had to hump around as well. She wasn't altogether amused by it. However, she said, "The good thing is, darling," she would call me darling, the women in your family do things in style. So we carry on doing things in style. So thank you again. And thank
So here's to you, Father Ronald.
Father Ronald.
Yes. Well,